Welcome to the Carnival Venezia. We are about to get on a 12-day cruise to the Southern Caribbean, leaving here from Manhattan. Tonight we stayed in Times Square, walked here this morning. This ship was bought from Costa Cruise Lines a little less than a year ago and was renovated to be Italian themed. So there's things like gondolas and everything inside. We're super excited. There is room for 4,208 people on this ship, and I'm pretty sure it's fully booked, so it's going to be a cramped sailing, but let's go get boarded. Okay, we did a room tour yesterday of our interior stateroom, room 11274, but we've unpacked everything. It's all hanging up. They just cleaned it, so we have a nice little animal on the bed. So we're gonna do a repeat room tour right now. All right, so walking into the room, it kind of opens up here. We have a nice closet area that has drawers, a safe, and this entire side is just closet. So I think it's pretty spacious and actually came with a decent amount of hangers, so that's really nice. And we have a nice wardrobe getting ready area. And there's a fair number of plugs. If you have some European type of plugs, there are several of them here. There's only a couple American ones, but otherwise this is kind of a nice little space. And over here, we have a TV. We have towels, shelves, and a fridge. I don't know that I've actually opened the fridge yet. Maybe, if I can open the fridge. Oh, it is an empty fridge. But again, lots of counter space, so we don't really feel cramped at all. And then we have a pretty large king-size bed with little bedside tables here, complete with charging ports back behind the lamp. So this room actually has all of our stuff in it right now, but it's kind of all hidden away. The space of the room is actually really nice. We have a suitcase that's being used as our dirty clothes hamper. We probably don't need to show that though. The rest of it goes underneath the bed, and everything else is either hung up or tucked away. We did bring this nice thing. I found this as a travel hack a couple years ago. It's just a shoe holder. We hung it on the back of the door and put all of our small stuff into it. And it's just kind of it's gotten rid of some counter clutter. But the bathroom is, well, not huge, well done though. The shower is pretty spacious. I can say we did use it last night. And then there is some more little counter space on each side of the bathroom in there as well. Splash, splash, I was taking a bath. Bum, bum, bum. One of the other things that is just kind of a nice little touch is there's these hangers. There's one here, and there's 3 over by the door, so you can hang up your coats and everything. So overall, this is an interior stateroom. Obviously, we don't have windows, lighting, anything like that. But I think it's well done. I feel like it's pretty spacious, and we're not spending a ton of time in here anyways. But that brings us to why we actually booked an interior stateroom. I don't know that we actually talked about why we are on this particular cruise, but essentially about a year ago, I ended up getting a cruise deal that I could get a cruise for $100 that was a targeted promo, $100 a person. And so
any cruise, basically.
Yeah, almost any cruise.
No matter the length. Actually, most cruises. There were some that weren't included.
Yeah, so I got targeted for this promo. We were going, or had been planning already on doing a cruise out of LA to go down to Mexico. However, we kind of stumbled upon this cruise whenever it was the $100 promo. And not only is this a regular cruise, this is a Carnival Journeys cruise, which we kind of found out today means that we go on different types of destinations. So we chose places we've absolutely never been to on a 12-day cruise, and the price was, of course, only for an interior stateroom. So that is why we are on an interior stateroom on a random cruise that leaves out of Manhattan, which is not a warm destination. But 100% worth $100.
I just find it funny that I'm in the shot. I talk hardly at all. You're beautiful. I can't help it.
So here are some of the things that we did broken up into different categories, and what is more important than the food. So right now we're on the Lido deck, which is where the buffet is. Here you'll find different rotating items for pretty much every meal of the day. The food is great. We mostly eat here for our lunch meal. Like the rest of the ship, this is modeled with an Italian theme. So we have greenery, lamps, again, very beautiful, very ornate, fitting right in line with the rest of the ship. We also have the famous Guy's Burger Bar with 2 Italian-themed burgers, including the melty mozzarella and a pepperoni burger as well. Plus, there's a special toppings bar so you can customize your burger. So after surveying the burgers, I think that both of us actually liked the special burgers the best. I like the mozzarella the best, and Aaron says that he likes the pepperoni the best. So the regular Guy's burgers are good, but there's something about these Italian themed ones that is really good here on the Venezia, in our opinion. And then on the other side, we have a taco bar called Tomodoro. They have tacos, burritos, plus a full toppings bar. The toppings bar has things like crema fresca, a variety of salsas, lettuce, tomatoes. We're currently in the Marco Polo restaurant. This is for the reserved time dining, which we actually have your time dining, so we probably won't be here very often, but it is beautiful, nice light fixtures. It's just very Venetian.
And then there's the second dining option, the Canal Grande, where it's called anytime dining, where you can choose between a certain time slot, between 6 and 9, something like that, which is what we opted for. This was personally more exotic and entertaining just because of the gondola in the middle, which was absolutely beautiful. The food, however, was delicious. It changed every night, and everything ranged from salmon and braised pork to great pasta. Not to mention the dessert, which was on point every single time, and their famous Carnival melting cake. So it's really cool is they also have places that you unfortunately have to pay for, but it's worth it in the long run. One of those places being Bonsai Sushi, which we're gonna have delicious sushi at. We're already there. Has a great atmosphere. I just love the way it feels. It makes you feel like you can escape the ship a little bit.
The last food place that we're trying is the La Strada Grill. They basically just have some sandwiches, some different salads, some mac and cheese. It is included, so it's free. It's a little chilly outside today, so we'll probably eat kind of quickly, but it looks really good. I got a meatball sandwich, mac and cheese, some salads. So I'm excited still. The next category up would be bars. There are literally bars spaced everywhere throughout the entire ship. One of our favorite bars, though, is the Amari bar. This is similar to the Alchemy bar on the other ships, except this one has a few extra Italian-themed cocktails as well, since we are in the Venezia. Moving on, there was a huge amount of activities. One of our favorites was going to the Punchliner Comedy Club here at Limelight Lounge. They had both PG and R-rated shows, which were later at night. All of the comedians were really hilarious, and we would highly recommend going to any of it. Pretty much all of the shows were completely packed. We also came to the theater where we saw different types of shows, including things like the Deal or No Deal game.
Yes! The patty! Here we go!
Trivia was another activity that we did here, which usually took place at the Gondola Lounge.
We did not do great. We never won, but we didn't do terrible at it either.
Mongolia.
Mongolia, who said that?
I put Mongolia. I totally guessed.
Anybody else got Mongolia?
We beat our score from last time.
Oh, no way. We're playing some cornhole or beanbag challenge. And all you really have to do is get one in the hole to go to the next round out of 3 bags.
We also have a, I believe, 9-hole putt-putt course. The wind is a little strong right now, so we're gonna try. It won't really affect my game. It might affect Aaron's. Right, the wind. We have to wait till the wind stops. It keeps going. It's messing with me. Oh, I was trying to go against the wind.
Against the wind.
It won't really affect my game. It might affect Aaron's.
No worries, I'm still winning. Oh, you did almost as good as me.
You're gonna think par when I par you in the par lay.
He's lined up, ready to suck again.
I don't like your commentary. We also wanted to go over a couple things we didn't explore all that much. They did have 2 pools and 4 hot tubs in total, where they held different events like dodgeball, which is what I did when Erica was getting a massage. Crazy enough, they had a ropes course, which looked fun, but we didn't really try it out. And lastly, they had water slides, but it didn't look like it offered a huge amount of adrenaline like on the Carnival Speed. And then the very last thing that we wanted to mention and that we enjoyed probably the most out of all of them was the art auction. The reason it was so much funner this time around is because of all the other events they had tied into it, such as the scavenger hunt, where you looked for certain paintings all along the wall. All the art was so beautiful, and we were tempted to buy some pieces.
I really love this artist. I didn't see him last time, but they're really beautiful.
Up on the, is this 15? Up on the 15th floor, there's also a Serenity adults only deck. Has a hot tub, bar, just very relaxing. None of the 150 children on the boat can get in. They also have hot tubs on the Serenity deck.
So one of the major things we have is the Lido deck, where they have a giant theater. You can watch movies, they have the pool, you can eat, and then the top actually opens up whenever it's nice and sunny.
The very first thing you see when you walk into the ship is this huge atrium. This is by far the prettiest atrium that we have seen on any of the ships so far. It's encrusted in gold, has a bar, and lots of fun shops on the 4th and 5th floor. This area also has live music along with other random entertainment throughout the day. So we came out today to try to get to the secret decks. The secret decks on the Carnival Venezia are decks 6, 7, and 8. Apparently it's 5, 6, 7, not 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, forward. You have to go through some rooms to get here. And they are these doors with little portholes in them. It looks like today they are closed off The best floor that we found to access it though is going to be floor 7. The floor 6s are super big and bulky to get through. 7 are the easiest. They do close whenever there's too much wind or water or anything like that. So kind of hit or miss whether they're open or not. Hopefully before the cruise is over, we'll be able to actually show them to you. But it's just an area that not everyone knows about. So it's kind of nice. There's not really seating though. So.
So it is our very last day at sea. We've been on the Carnival Venezia now for 12 days. We figured out, yeah, today is day 12 that we've been on the ship. Beautiful ship, very Italian themed. I really, really like the theme of this ship compared to some of the other ones that we've been on. And we tried to take you around a bunch of different areas. But a few kind of things about the ship. One of them I just wanted to point out was the room. We never truly cruised an interior room before that had absolutely 0 windows. And you do lose time of the day. Like it's hard to wake up in the morning because there's no light or anything to tell you what time it is. But the room itself was extremely spacious. And I would, for the price, I would definitely choose
Take the interior. You're not there hardly at all, so might as well save some money and spend it on the ship or some excursions or something.
Yeah, exactly.
One of my favorite things were the comedians. I don't know. It's just great to go get a nice laugh, and they're actually really good. Some of them are really popular. You may or may not know them, but it was one of my favorites was Kelly Terranova. Kelly Terranova. He's so hilarious.
Yeah, we went to comedy shows pretty much every single day, and so did, I'm pretty sure, the rest of the ship. They're always super packed out, but it's one of the funnest things that we did. We did that, and we did a lot of trivia as well. And we didn't film, obviously, the comedians for copyright issues and everything, but highly recommended. If you don't go to comedy shows, they're free on the ship, so might as well.
And they added Deal or No Deal on top of bingo. There are a lot of things we didn't like experience or film. They added they had dodgeball tournaments, which I did play in while Erica was getting massage.
Yeah, there's just so much to do on the ship.
So this is Aaron's 2nd cruise and my 3rd cruise, definitely the longest cruise that either of us has been on. And we've kind of found some really nice parts about cruising and then a couple other ones that we don't like as much. We really liked all the ports that we stopped in. That's why we chose this cruise, is because it had unique ports that not every cruise ship stops at. And we like getting to have all of our stuff in one place and get to see different places, because normally we travel pretty fast. So we're only in one location for 3-4 days and then we pack up and move again. And we had all of our stuff unpacked here for 12 days, which was really, really awesome.
Well, the negatives to it is you don't have a lot of time on any given island, and I felt like we were cut short every single time. But it also gives you, it's like a taste testing. You're like, hey, maybe I want to come back here, maybe I'm...
Yeah, some people push it, coming into the ship 20 minutes before we leave, and I'm not about that. I don't really want to see the cruise ship cruising away from me. So we were here. We were here about 45 minutes to an hour before every day left. So what we'll say. So positives and negatives to cruising in general.
Okay, well, now we obviously couldn't cover the entire ship because it's so massive. There's just so much to do. But we hope you did enjoy what we did manage to find and experience. And definitely keep an eye out for our videos at each port. The next one, the very first one coming up is going to be Antigua.
Yes. Welcome to the Carnival. Wait, I said Carnival.
Oh, you use your own weight. Oh, I just hit my head. Whoa. Now these are for my busting pecs. As we know, they are massive.
And then on the other side, we have a taco ball. Wait, not a ball. It's not a taco ball.
Oh my gosh, I'm a lucky man. Look at that, give me a turn.